Welcome back to the Blue Ball Report. I'm your host, Superfvck. Last week, we were interrupted by a very worthwhile booty call. More on that later. But this week, I'd like to further clarify what sex positivity tain't. Clearing up some misconceptions, sex positivity does not mean that everyone should have rampant sex with wild abandon with anyone. No. We all have a right to self-determination how to express and live our unique sexuality. Look, sex can have consequences that are both good or bad or none at all. So we should set our personal boundaries, limits, and conditions according to our unique needs. We see open conversations about sex as the best way of supporting each other and finding out what works for each of us, rather than dictating that sex is bad, so don't do it ever. Furthermore, sex-positive people do not think that all sex is okay. Not so. Sex has to be both ethical and consensual to deserve our respect. And we can respect it without any interest in it personally. Big difference. Consensual means that all parties involved give an enthusiastic yes from the bottom of their panties. And what makes sex ethical? Well, that's quite a large topic, but I'll give some examples. Most would agree that lying and manipulating people to get sex is unethical. Preying upon children is unethical. Using people to get sex is unethical. Using a position of power to intimidate someone into saying yes is unethical. There are all sorts of ways that sex can be unethical. Also, just because I'm sex positive doesn't mean I should be able to have sex or talk about it anywhere, anyhow I want. It doesn't mean I always want to hear all the gory details, watch it, or have to participate in it. There is a time and a place for everything. Respect your audience. Did they consent? Everyone has a right to their visceral gut reaction to sex. The same things that arouse you gross other people out, and vice versa. Being sex positive doesn't deny this, but we know that our reaction indicates our personal tastes, not necessarily what is right and wrong to be imposed onto others. Next time someone gets grossed out in reference to what you like, remember that their reaction is a reflection of their own personal tastes, not about what is right or wrong with you. Finally, sex positivity does not presume that sex is only good and never bad. Ridiculous. Look, sex is a powerful thing. It makes love. It can bring ecstatic pleasure and emotional connection in a world full of pain. It's the creator of life, literally. It makes babies. I mean, how much more powerful can something get? Well, it can. It does have a dark side, such as rape, trauma, and sexually transmitted infections. It can also intoxicate and leave you spellbound to fall for someone who is completely wrong for you. But sex in of itself is not bad. It's what we do with it and how we work with it. Like a box of matches to create fire for keeping us warm and sustaining life, or fire for destruction. We believe it's best to teach our young how to use those matches before nature gives them the chance to burn down the house. Can you think of any other common fears or misconceptions about sex positivity? I'd love to hear in the comments below. Come back next week for lurid details of my last intergalactic booty call. Until then, I'm your host, Superfvck, wishing you wet panties and wet dreams.